Hi everyone, I'm Ryan, and this week I'm going to try and get the Super Dream back up and running on its original carbs. And I asked you all for advice last week on the carbs, that the floats, I couldn't work out how to adjust them. Well, unanimously you've confirmed to me they are non-adjustable, which makes me feel better in the fact that I wasn't missing anything obvious. Not quite so good about the fact that I think they're still sitting too low. However, there was a suggestion that whilst they're sitting too low, maybe the ceiling point is actually still correct. So I've bought myself a bit of long tube. I'm just going to run some tests. You might well be right. There might be nothing wrong with these carbs. So let's find out. So to recap on last week, what I noticed is I was trying to measure the float height on here, and its book says 15.5 mil, which is what I've got my gauge set to. And if you hold that there, you can see that that side of the float is clearly too low, whereas that side is about 15.5. So I thought that at rest, this float should be level around there, but it clearly drops down further. As it was pointed out, if I blow into this long tube that I've attached, you can hear at what point the valve is being opened. So you can hear the point at which the fuel will be shut off is pretty much parallel. So I think the fact that it rests lower down is just a red herring. I don't think that matters. I just think that that means that when that it's full of fuel, this can be pushed up higher, but it's only when the fuel gets down to that point that it's opened. So I think there's no adjustment to be made. I think it's correct. So I'm just going to make sure it's all clean internally, put it back on the bike, see if it starts. Carb's just put back on for the first time. Try giving them some fuel. Fuel still going down, still going down, still dropping. The carbs take quite a bit of fuel. Still dropping. No leaks yet. Okay, that's stabilised. No leaks. Okay, she's stone cold. Let's try bit of choke. That was a good start. Cold. I haven't hold the choke out, but good. Okay, happy with that. Can dial them in, but they're working. So that was just a really short update this week. The frame is still away being machined, so I'm going to chase that up on Monday because it should be about ready now. clearly the carbs are working again, so I can dial them in, get all the panels back on the bike, and then the Super Dream's back up and running, which tomorrow I'm going to register as Historic Classic, because I've been waiting until the 1st of April. So that's now passed. I'm going to do that process in the next day or two. It looks straightforward. Clearly Nat's Knacker Yard, he covered that process recently. I don't think there's any complications to it, so I'm just going to follow that and get that done. Then we can get her out on the road for a proper test ride. So, okay, thank you very much for your help and support. See you all again soon.